I'm intent to go to the bottom of this entire place with those four. Not necessary though. It'll take a couple of hours to get back to the surface to rest and come back down. I knew supplies, so it's not a big deal really. Search the ruins. Another big level. So I would be guessing that the rest of the levels are probably these larger ones. Hopefully no mind controlling anymore. That's the real pisser. I'm okay with dangerous opponents, but the mind controlling one is you don't really get to try too many things. We're more or less just suppressing the mind control until the fight ends. That's what we're doing against mind controlling opponents. Spirits. Don't expect that.
Where?
Spirits are odd in a way. Just gonna try to paralyze them both. I get paralyzed. That's no good. Paralyzed, terrified. Paralyzed, paralyzed. We have two guys that are able to function. What are you weak against? Reflex. Let's give that spell a try. Did cast it, right? I did. It's actually very quick to cast. Did not expect that. Fast. Minoleta's piercing burst, 79, 77 damage, almost immediate.
Oh? Hey. And what does the flame reveal? Something over there.
Concussing missiles on lands. Concussing this on missiles. Within machine part. The exact purpose of this bizarre mechanism is unknown, though it was found within one of the broken machines within the lower reaches of an Engwithan ruin. It seems largely comprised of Adra and contains several loops of copper. Yeah, we need to go after specific tools, but we're going to go through the entire level anyway, so I don't know if I need to keep an eye out on what tools I have. Diamonds. Diamonds were for attributes increases. Sounds like spirits.
Hey.
Adra Animat. Weak against electricity. Yeah, these are dangerous. Need to kill the cat ghost first. Right. wonder if I can paralyze him too. His weak reflex, strong fortitude.
Spot on!
Yeah, I can paralyze him. The deflection defense is terrible, but negative reflex. That's because of paralysis though. So very good fortitude and mind. Lower reflex is the weakest.
Leave it to me!
I don't think they're particularly strong, but their damage resistance levels are extreme.
Slowly now.
The spirit.
All right then.
The spirit stands stiffly at attention, her gaze focused on the end of the hallway. One arm bears up a heavy round shield, though the rippling blur of soul energy obscures what lies upon it. Speaking with them. Hello? Her head turns a little. They've passed the Blight Fortress. If the Overseers live, we may stop them yet in the chambers beneath. She snorts. If Cabirose and his pack of scheming wizards haven't betrayed us. The mob may be on us soon. Better to make peace with whatever God will have you. She pauses, looking at you. Are you afraid? Afraid of what? Indeed. What's the fear at all? She looks away from you. Our own people turn against us. What remains if we are victorious? Who will feed the machines then? I do not fear the battle. I fear what will become of our Lord once we are victorious. What further madness of the children of the wheel will pour into his ears? Perhaps he would stop once his son is returned to him. But will they let him? Children of the wheel? While Atnua contents himself with his titan, they dig after the very heart of heaven. She gives a sour laugh. Madness, all of it. And yet Atnua holds them close at his side. None of this would have happened if not for them. They have driven our great lord from grief and into madness, pushed him into these deeds. He pauses. He was a great king. Perhaps he will be again. Come, we'll rally the defenses at the steps, funnel them into our blades. With the animals beside us, they won't stand up. The spirit gasps wordlessly, mouth agape. She gropes for something at her back, unseen, and takes a listening step sideways away from you. Her eyes wide gaze into yours. You Trey! Her legs buckle, and as she falls, the misty lights which form her shape thin and scatter.
Hello?
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 Hello? Adra animals. Um, what is he doing? It's a caster. Ah. Well, caster. Let's see if we can paralyze your ass. And there it is. What an exciting fight.
Spot on!
Crushing damage would work well on these. Well, relatively well. And paralysis will end soon. Yeah, individually these are trivial. But I wouldn't want to encounter them in large groups. An emerald. Still, if it's just this, I don't see how we could get into too much trouble. There's probably like a one topper fight in here. Hydra animats. Well, well, well. It's a caster version.
Mo.
For the Republic!
Okay, he's flanked, stunned, and disoriented. Okay, are you doing something?
Don't even.
My
And
my
he's
mind feels sharp as steel.
Let's see what lies this way.
Of course.
ooh, 3. That's a lot.
Hey,
Gotta try.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Spot on.
all right then.
Will they stay on Sawu?
Ooh. Alright, and rinse and repeat. Can I empower our own attacks a little bit?
It's no use. I need something strong. Stronger.
Mo X. Anna.
My
Spot on.
The weaker one died. You prone that sucker.
Following your lead.
good.
That should be it.
Got.
Shed.
Prone and paralyzed, so the damage is flowing in.
My mind feels sharp as I wish you no harm.
Hey,
Right. So we have the correct
My thoughts will be as silent
combination
as
of abilities to make these fights fairly easy for us. Which means I'll probably finish this level. These strange machines have cracks in several places, and some components appear to have been dismantled. There is no clear means of activating them. Right. Well, we're about half done with this level already. I still think they can probably offer us one serious flight. This is also the limit of our the durability. We do have to rest after this. Even if they don't offer any decent flights, we still have to do it. What is that? Hedra beetles.
Hey,
He's not gonna be alone. Still, he's also not really immune to anything.
I shall end this. My
Hello? Hello?
Adraban. I think that this is very rare.
of course.
And the fire shows me something new.
Rubies. Excellent. We should be able to upgrade one of our weapons. Hedra shell. What was it? Was it this? 11 yen. Yeah, it's just fine. I think we wanted to make it superb. Well, at least exceptional. Yeah. Extra accuracy and extra damage. This is what the cleric is using to do most of his damage, so I don't see why I wouldn't upgrade this. Can't really add much more. Already has the freezing slash, so we can't add quality, we can't add secondary damage. We can add a slaying property. Anti-Adra. What are these Adra creatures? Well, beetles. They are beasts. Animats are vessels. I don't know. I'm not gonna make the choice now. Doesn't really matter. You'd have to have pretty decent foreknowledge to make a good decision there.
To whispers and shadows. Now this I haven't seen before.
Sunlance, freezing pillar. Freezing pillar.
That's settled.
Freezing pillar. I'm surprised there isn't a trap there. Another one of those bronze faces. Looks like text adventure time. Large ornate Inguithan door stands before you. To either side rests large crystals glowing with a faint light. You feel a peculiar change in the air, as if some presence were nearby, yet there is nobody to be seen. You hear a whisper emerging from the thin air, from the general direction of the door. It grows in both volume and number, many voices speaking quietly. In moments it has become a chaotic hiss of voices, each vying to be heard, but as you listen the voices begin to settle into a cadence, and then into words, a phrase spoken by many at once. Beneath stone and weight of years rests one who would slay death. Who comes to wake him? Examine the store. Worn smooth by the passage of time, the door bears no obvious means of opening beyond whatever enchantment lends its voice. There's no place for a key nor any handle. It seems you'll have to try something. You need the... I don't know. Okay. We basically have to have a passphrase of some sort. Let's explore the rest of the area before trying that.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
It might also be worthwhile to help the Withrax upstairs with the pieces. They might be able to contribute something here. This is a dead end.
Were they? Beta,
Gotta try some.
Expose vulnerabilities. Damage reduction negatives. It's not necessary. I'm more or less at an area of effect. I want to see the difference in damage. Normal hit, right?
Spot.
Usually we wouldn't have been able to kill it during the paralysis time.
Hello.
Reduced vulnerabilities do help, but
Of course.
we can also defeat them without it, so... Cave Coral. Skin bone. Skin bone.
Hey,
It looks as if a battle took place here. Okay, spirits, Adra animats.
Were they? Beta, on.
Stunned and dissolved. I'm saving the chain lightning in case there's a serious fight against the Adra animats.
Yes.
You could contribute something. You never really do much. Stuck.
My mind feels sharp.
Gotta try something else.
I wish you no harm.
So you say. Ah, shit. Keep him out of our
Your thoughts.
backs.
Gotcha.
Alright, I'm gonna try a little bit of a heavier hitting ability. Detonate. No. This is not how it works.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Paralysis would have been a better choice.
Not even slow.
Gotta try something else.
Of course.
I'm guessing this is where there's serious trouble if you want to go look for it.
My thoughts will be as silent as my feet.
That is also where you have the only worthwhile treasure. Potion major regeneration and emerald. Camping supplies and emerald. Normal spear. Another machine. This hazy figure is tall and heavily built, and it's shifting. Indistinct face is turned toward the floor, as if it were deep in thought. You hear a faint murmuring in the rolling cadence of prayer. From time to time the spirit seems to sway in place. As you approach, the spirit raises his voice, and you recognize the familiar sound of the Engwithan tongue. And no more shall souls splinter upon the wheel. Hear me, great father. I am pledged against your foes, and the greatest of these is death. Listen. The spirit turns its face toward you in a swift motion. For a moment its features blur and then resolve into what appears to be a man's visage. Its eyes fix upon you. You are late. What was the oath you were speaking? The way past the door. The spirit watches you a moment longer, then makes a sideways movement of the head. No, that is our oath, our challenge. My promise, nothing shall harm us, Dagger. We are nearly to the end. The statue is complete, and the well of souls lies just beneath. Our brothers and sisters will come for us after all this is done. We will walk in this world again, but first we must save it. You mean to die? He shakes his head. Those of faith remain, and we are children of the wheel. Death is not for us. The spirit gaze lies away from you as you depart. Even as you move away, he reaches out an arm for something else, smiling. Okay. It's something here. Gleaming outer fragment. This might be the last piece we needed. Hello. Uh, sorry, I was delayed. They will be here soon to cast us down, to unmake our work. It's nearly too late. What must we do? He shifts standing straighter. Are you ready? He raises his hand, and you think you see a glint of metal, though a second glance reveals nothing. They have placed your crest upon the animat, alongside my own. Animats? You're going to sacrifice yourself? He shakes his head. Those of faith remain, and we are children of the wheel. Death is not for us. Right. I'm guessing they're... What it seems to me is there's some kind of cost to actually dying, the shattering of souls. So the Engwithan basically tried to solve that problem by trapping their own souls here and basically recycling them in a way that they never go to the wheel to get shattered. They stay whole continuously and they never truly die.
Slowly now.
Last level. Cannot get more mechanics, so might as well go with something more useful. The athletics. What do we want from this? I don't know. Has it? Accuracy with sword and arquebus. Once per encounter, area of effect days. Uh, Probably not a bad idea. Hmm. This is primarily a buffing character, though. We could go with a wand specialty. He has good wand. Extra accuracy. It's his main way of doing damage, without a doubt. I want. We can take an extra spell. We're using third level spells quite often. I'll take an extra third level spell. I already have extra third level spell. Well, whatever. Just take something. I think we have all the master's tools now, so we could return to the Withrax. And
If it makes you rest easier.
I think I'll do that. It looks like there's like maybe one area here and here that we can still access before we have to go there. So I'll go through them, return to the Withrax, and leave things at that. Ah, shit. Spirits.
I'm ready.
Well, ensemble.
Spot
Spot on, yes.
on!
Okay. Good, good. Now disable him too.
Spot on!
My mind feels sharp as steel.
Right. Easy peasy.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
Secret wall. Adra has grown into the crevices of these weathered shells like fungus, pushing past stone cover. So, not sure what this is. A hazy form stands before you. From time to time, the blurring features resolve into what you take to be an elven man. I can't take this anymore. How am I going to explain? How can we possibly give him what he wants? The spirit speaks in quick, hushed bursts of Engwithan and shakes his head as if to answer his own questions. He's going to kill me. He's killed so many. Why should he stop here? What does he want? The figure paces a few steps, raising his hands to his temples. But we cannot give him. Even after all this time, there is so much we do not know. He wants his son, the boy he knew, whole and preserved, returned to him. But people, souls, they don't always remember. Who's to say his son will remember being his son at all? Remember his father's face? I have seen mothers forget their children. How could you do all this? I didn't think it would go so far. I didn't know. Adnua is our liege lord. How can I refuse him? He looks up, startled, looking past you. No, I'm not. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm only frightened. I'm sorry. Don't tell anyone, please. So what are you doing here? I'm hiding. I passed by one of the machines and I couldn't breathe. I was thinking about the work we've done, the things we've seen, how even small deeds can scar the soul. Is mine so ragged? Will Adnua's son be grateful when we have torn him from his rest? Are you still loyal to Adnua? Of course, I'm a devoted servant. His voice goes high with terror. I didn't mean, please, I never meant that I would ever renounce my oaths. Do you know of the way past the speaking door? I know the oath, of course. We speak it every day. I'm a servant of Adnua. My sword arm is pledged against his enemies. My soul is sworn to his purpose. The spirit seems to curl in on himself. Sworn. Right. Maybe it's not the entire oath, but
Margaren's fire casts light in
it's
dark
clearly a
places.
wall that we can open. Except we can't open it from here. Maybe we need to go through the door. Right. We need to do something there. Maybe something else. Right. We're leaving. I'm gonna go through this and heading back up. Report we have all the pieces they require. Hope that they can maybe help a little bit. Loot would also be welcome, but I doubt we need their help though, because it seems like we have to get past the door to go down. Okay, I don't think we have any particular reason to hold back at this point. I'll paralyze him, it'll protect the fighter we have. I need to buff our own guys.
My mind feels...
Enlightening their ass.
Faru beyond seek.
Precepte eigen!
I have them.
I come here. Not cold anymore. No, I want to try something else. Speed.
Gotta try something else.
They have any weakness? Hmm. Not really, no.
Beyond seek.
You never did anything.
Don't even. Going atop.
What the fuck are you doing?
Gotta try something else.
This one repels.
Paralysis and that's them.
Shed no blood.
Right. So now return to the Withrax, finish up that particular little quest, and leave it at that. We do want to rest too while we're there. Ooh, the spirit. I guess they have
Alright then.
they have the clues for the door. But the Withrax thing is not really connected. Come, help me here. The spirit holds his hand just above the shattered machine, poised as if to pull on some unseen component. Brace there, and we will be rid of this one. Each word seems to resolve itself in your mind an instant after it's spoken, as you recall the Engwithan tongue. He waits a moment, evidently for someone to take up position. Pull hard. Now, there. He sacks back, wiping his brow. These machines. To think how many souls have felt their touch, and how many of those willing, I wonder. What has happened here? Do not worry. With Ardnua slain, the rest have shown their true colors. Most have fled, some scattered into the tunnels, the fools. Come, they've already started sealing the upper floors. We'll be the last out at this rate. Doros means to work some spell upon the door. Use Ardnua's servants against him. What kind of spell? He cannot unmake the door entirely, but he can change its purpose. The oath, you see. If Ardnua's servants are pledged to his defense, then we shall pledge ourselves to his destruction. The man gives you a fierce grin, turning away, and from one step to another he has faded, only to appear once more beside the machine. So we need to twist the oath a little bit. Still. These are a good sort of uh I I see them quite often in Obsidian games, these twists. I mean, you're given a password to something, but there's a but. Someone has tampered with it. It lives, and it stinks of dust and old souls. Does it have the Atra Jarek ones? Yeah, I found all the samples. I'll take them back to your leader now. Nay, Lingerer. It steps forward, claws outstretched. Give us what Jarek demands. This is not for an outsider. A crawling worm among giants. It hisses. Give it here. You think you frighten me? Jarek asked me to do this because you couldn't. You feel a sudden pulsing wave of anger from the Withrak. It is so clever-tongued, the trespasser. I will feed it to the spiders. Let them drain the juices from its eyes. What does it know of the endless paths? The Withrak growls. It walks them but a little while. It growls. It uses trickery to pass the Adramen. I'll brandish my amber weapon. Are you certain? The Withrak studies you for a long, silent moment, black eyes gleaming. At last it lets out a rattling hiss, frustrated. I name it poorly. It is pestilence, not trespasser. Go then. Take these things to Jarek. It is a vile thing, and I do not wish to look at it. It has its victory, and the endless paths swallow it up in darkness. I have mine. Oh, nice. Jarek greets you, human animal. It has been below. It has what we seek. Your scouts weren't so grateful. They tried to ambush me on the way back. You feel phantom fingers tracing your thoughts. Jarek sees. Is sorry for what Castorik there does. Jarek speaks to scouts, explains. He's not harming human animal. Here, Jarek gives this. He's making peace, yes? Okay, I have all the address samples. You feel another passing itch in your skull, and then a rippling echo of joy. Then we track you owe a great debt. These we study, learn master's secrets. We make statues greater than old, dead master of hollow place. Stravik Narith will gleam like the sea. Vitrak, thank you, is having coins. This custom, yes? Vitrak have coins of many ages. We'll give many. He thinks a moment. If human animal goes still into deeper places, should talk to Greavy. Greavy has supplies. Will help. Jarek is giving this also. Found in tunnels, and does not suit Withrak. Keeps humans safe, yes. Will bring fortune. Gained an item. Drawn in spring. Okay. Glad to help. Withrak, remember. Long after sun falls into sea. This is start of something. New turn of the wheel. Shrek turns toward the nests lining the wall. Young will live in better place. What exactly do we get? Traps all over the place. No. Dawn in spring. Dagger. It says great damage for a dagger, I think. It's 5 accuracy. It's superb dagger, that's why the damage. 25 damage inflicted over time. Yep. Excellent dagger, in fact. Right. I'll end things here. I'll do shopping with Creepy the next time. Bones versus beasts. I'm actually going with vessels. Mage reduction. Accuracy bones versus spirits. Spirits are not too troublesome. Neither are vessels though. Maybe I should stick to beasts with this one. Racial accuracy bonus. It's maybe spirits, beasts. Take something. Doesn't matter what it is. You can take spirits. I don't know. Great timing. Your eyes open to a familiar scene. Duran sits with his staff laid across his lap, a malignant flame sprouting from one end. He is difficult to make out, his features soft, bleeding together, but the staff you can see clearly, its edgings aglow in molten orange. Though Duran's face is difficult to distinguish, there is no mistaking the hardened expression, the furrowed brow. His voice hisses and sputters, slow and unintelligible, as though having a private argument with the staff. Traces of spittle catch the firelight as they fly from his lips like sparks. And to your surprise, there is a female figure behind him. You are about to call out a warning when you realize it is the Magran statue where you met Durance at the fork. Yet she seemed almost alive for a moment. Her cast shadow seemed as if it was moving, close. Then it is still, frozen with the night at its back. Examine the staff. There is something odd about one of the symbols, a circle of 12 smaller circles. One of the small circles glows brightly, but the other 11 give off little light. They flicker and fade like dying embers. Between his hissing curses, Durance lowers his face close to the staff and blows on the fading circles with panicked rapidity, coaxing life from them, but they do not ignite. One by one, the light of the circles dies, and smoke rises from their ashes. Only one still burns. Durance hurls his staff at his feet, and it clatters to the ground. Its edges have become soft, difficult to find. Like its owner, the staff has become a blur. You close your eyes and reopen them, and Durance is there, picking up his staff from the ground, but the blur is gone. You are awake. Find out from Durance what the fading symbols mean. Well, the others who took part in the Godhammer bomb have been died off. Durance seems to be the only one still left.